channel. So today I am fighting with the sun. I have to film a video and this is the only time I can do it. This time I got my coffee. I saw Crazy Plant Guy do this video and I was like, I need to do this as well. I thought it was such a fun and unique way to show defeats in the plant world, because not everything in the plant world is perfect. Even people who only carry uncommon rare plants have problems, and that's okay, and that needs to be normalized. So I decided today that I was going to do 12 days of Killmas. What is 12 days of Killmas? Well, I will tell you what that is. I have chosen 12 plants that I have killed in 2020. I've killed more than 12 plants, trust me, but these are 12 plants that I have killed. I will put a picture here because I have my laptop here. They're in no particular order. These are just ones that I found in the backlog of my photos. And let's just jump into it. Grab a cup of coffee and enjoy some plants that are no longer in my life. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the zebra plant. So I purchased this plant from like a Walmart at one point, and it was doing really good, and then it just started dropping all of its leaves, and I can't remember if I gave it to a friend or not. I don't think I did. I think I just threw it in the garbage. It had nothing to do with pests. It just didn't like me, and for me, when it comes to plants, I really try before I give up on them, whether that be giving them to a friend or putting them in the garbage. So this guy, we just were not friends. This one makes me so sad. So this is my Fatsia japonica, and my Fatsia japonica was probably my favorite plant. I saw it in a nursery. I waited weeks. I was like, I love this plant. I waited weeks to think about it, and it was still on my mind. And I went back and I got it. It thrived all summer in my north-facing front porch, and then when I brought it in the fall, it just dropped all of its leaves. It had no bugs. I had it in like I put it in different areas. So I repotted it, checked the roots. The roots were absolutely gorgeous. I put it in a smaller pot and it just kept dying. All the leaves were just turning brown, and I'm very sad. So it was an expensive plant. It was like a 10-inch pot. It was like $45. So unfortunately, this is a plant that I will get again, just one day. Here are two oxalis plants. So there's an oxalis like burgundy and an oxalis sunset. I can keep so they're smaller leafed oxalises, as you can see. I can keep like bigger oxalises alive, but these two, they just like shriveled up and died, and I don't know why. I did nothing different. I think I might have potted them into these little pots. I've had zero luck with like repotting plants, even into the same size pot. Like if they're in a 4-inch nursery pot, potting them into a 4-inch regular pot, they still are like, I hate you. So I tend to not repot my plants often. Here we have a very sad Pilea peromeoides. I bought this plant, or like a money plant or whatever. It was really fun and cute, and then it just started to die. I did actually sell this one, or I think I traded it with someone at the beginning of the summer, and I don't know how it's doing, but yeah, they hated me. I've never had one since, and I don't get the hype of them. I think they're kind of ugly and like weird. They're cute, like they look cool if like it's a very healthy, big, lush, established plant, but when you just have like a small one like this, not my cup of tea. This is like a holly plant. I got this last Christmas, and it never grew any bigger. It dropped all of its leaves before summer, and I don't know why. Again, none of these have really died because of pests. They just didn't like me. All of the leaves turned brown, and my friend actually got one at the same time as I did, and hers did the exact same thing. So I don't know if these are just really finicky. A lot of people, I tried so many different things. People are like, oh, you have to bottom water them. So I tried that, and like, I try to do things. It sucks because it's a really pretty, and like I saw them again because it's like Christmas season, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get another one, but I'm not gonna fall down that trap this time. Maybe next year. This is my alocasia. The one and only alocasia that I ever got. One of the first plants that I got when I started all of this. I didn't know that these plants go dormant, so it kept dropping all of its leaves and I was panicking, so I kept repotting it into something smaller, and like after it lost this last leaf, after it lost this leaf, I was like, bye, and I threw it in the garbage. Then I realized and educated myself a little bit more and realized that they go dormant, so it happens, and just don't give up. Put them in a dark place when they lose their leaves, etc. But I didn't know that. I wish someone would have told me, because I told many people that like, why is my plant dying, and no one like knew an answer. So these plants do go dormant, or they can go dormant. I also don't get the hype of alocasia. Alocasia are boring. Like, I think like they're really, I don't understand the hype of them. Like, I like the leaf like shape and the color, but I prefer philodendrons. I don't know, I just find them like, they just look intimidating. Alocasias are intimidating. This is a Jacob's ladder. It's a perennial, so in my climate, it would actually come up after the winter. I had it in a pot though, I didn't plant it in the ground. Yeah, it was like really pretty, and like it's gorgeous plant, and I loved it, and I brought it into the house, and ever since, some plants, if you have them outside, they don't acclimate very well, so they just die, and that's exactly what happened with this one. It lost all of its leaves, but silly me, I should have just put the pot in a dormant place, and it would have come back possibly, because it's a perennial. Umbrella tree. This was my second umbrella tree in my life. I had a really large one, and that one I'm pretty sure just died because it had some sort of bugs in it, but like when I researched more about it afterwards, it was larvae. I thought it was fungus gnat larvae, but it was not. Or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Anyways, it grossed me out because there was larvae all over the freaking floor. So I threw it outside last winter. It was huge, and I'm really sad about that. And then I got this one for my birthday from my friend, and hers, same thing, hers died too. Like, I had it outside all summer, and then it just did not acclimate good back into my house, so it died. I still have this plant. It has one little, I'll put in a picture of that. It has like one little like leaf, but it's I don't know, maybe it's one of those dormant plants. So I'm not gonna give up on this one, but I'm pretty sure it's dead. This is a Rex begonia. If you follow me over on my Instagram, I talk a lot about my begonias. I love begonias. The leaf shape, the colors are just magnificent. They remind me of little unicorns. I got a lot of variety of, I'm not gonna make this a story time, but my Rex begonias all died because I pretty much killed them because I repotted them. So I did not repot this one, and it still died. Gorgeous, this is a stunning plant, but it died, and I don't know why. And I think I have one that's sitting in my greenhouse, and it's happy, but I don't know what's going on with them. They like high humidity, so if you are a Rex begonia lover or you want one, just remember that they require humidity. Most of them do. A string of pearls. Okay, this was my first string of pearls. I got mealybugs, which is the first time that I've ever dealt with mealybugs before. So I researched it, and I figured out what to do with it, and I cleaned it, but it just kept dying, and I'm like, okay, bye. I like, gross. Mealybugs are disgusting, 1. 2, I'm sad because it's cool, but like, no. So I threw it in the garbage. This is a coleus plant. It was a very cool coleus plant. It's actually still behind me, but it's dying. They don't like, this is south facing, but it's like filtered in the back here on this shelf. They don't like that much light, but they love water. So I don't know if it's just set, it just died. I cut it like bonsai type, as you can see, and I thought it would survive, but no, it just died, and unfortunately that's just the way it is. I brought in my coleus many times, and they just die, but I don't know, they just don't like me inside the house, but they thrive outside in the summer. Another reason why I want to move to Arizona. This is probably the saddest one in this entire video. This is my Ficus trilingularis, and I was so excited for this plant. I stood in line for an hour to buy it, and I messed up because I think I put it in my greenhouse, and it did not like that. It lost all of its leaves and I haven't given up. This is actually what is going on now. So actually 2 of my begonias died, and as you can see, they're coming back. And I stuck the stem, because it still had roots, from this guy in there. So I'm hopeful and I'm not giving up, but I'm pretty sure it's gone. And again, it's another one that is a little bit more pricey, but I'm not going to tell you that because David watches my videos and he doesn't need to know. Those were my 12 days of Killmas plants. Just understand that sometimes we can't provide these plants with the proper lighting, humidity, etc., whatever they need, and that's okay. If you kill a plant, try to do everything that you can to save it, whether that be giving it to someone else or just trying different methods. But at the end of the day, don't beat yourself up about it and just move on. If you want to try the plant again, do that, because I've done that with a couple plants. But I think after the 3rd time, I say give up on that plant species. Alright you guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel. I want to know what plant you can't keep alive. Let me know. Until next time, XOXO MM.